All right. Sorry for the little bit of a late start here. Got a little bit behind on my duties here, so I'm not even sure if I'm set up properly here. So give me a second here to make sure all my stuff is plugged in. Make sure the camera's on. Nope. All right. So give me a second here. Let me get the camera set up. There, that should be good. All right. So that works. All right. So a little behind here again. Sorry for the late start, but we're here. We're doing this now. So tomorrow's St. Patrick's Day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a St. Patrick's Day type of a theme. Maybe a little Leprechaun Santa Claus guy. Let me get everything set up here. Again, sorry for the late start. All right, so what I think I'm going to do is maybe a pot of gold. We'll start with a pot of gold at the bottom. And to me, when I was growing up, I don't remember. Well, actually, I probably never knew, but there was a company that made these like figurines. My grandmother had them. They were like leprechauns, but they were, I don't know. To me, they always looked like Santa. They were like I don't know if it was resin or what type of material it was, but it always reminded me of Santa. So the Leprechaun Santa connection to me is very similar because of these little figures that she had. So these just gonna have a pot of gold here, all some random coins laying around, and let's see. Let's do the leprechaun guy kind of hanging out in the pot of gold, but the leprechaun's gonna be kind of Santa-ish, just like how I remember. Now this isn't gonna look exactly like those figures that my grandmother had because I don't remember what they were called. But do leprechauns have pointy ears? I guess they do. But also, back in the day, Santa was supposed to be a little elf, so we'll make this guy a mix between Santa and a leprechaun. How about that? There was that one Rankin Bass special where Santa Claus or whatever he was shown when he was young and he had red hair. So I guess that could be kind of leprechaunish. We'll give this guy a big honker here. Now I think I'm going to give him the classic Leprechaun hat, but I'll do it like Christmas colors, I guess I could. So I just got home not even 5 minutes ago, so that's why I'm far behind here. All right, so this guy, let's see, that'll be the bottom of the pot. So he's going to be in there. There's going to be all gold. So he's going to be kind of tucked in there. I'll make him throwing some gold pieces out. Guess this could be more of like we'll do a red outfit. Basically Santa's outfit. I'll give him the hand looks pretty big for this size guy, but whatever. Give him his mittens here. Now, let's see. We're gonna give him I guess we could give him a kind of a happy face here. I give him the leprechaun beard. I didn't do the mustache like the classic Santa stash, so we're just gonna give him the leprechaun beard since it is a crossover, if you will. I don't know. Lately, when I've been drawing, I've been doing the old pie eye, like like the classic cartoon. But I don't think I'm gonna do that for this one today. Let me erase that. We'll just go with my classic, very tired eyes. All right. It's a pretty simple sketch. Nothing too exciting here. I definitely have to tone down those arms and hands a little bit. They're a little too large, but we're going to throw in the ink layer. So what I was thinking of doing, I've been using that syrup lately. I want to try to do, I think I have a crayon. Let me see how crayon-y this one looks. That's not bad. Maybe I'll do that. All right, sorry about that. I had to cut my audio for a second there. All right, so I think we're going to try this crayon-y looking thing. I think I have a actual crayon marker or crayon tip to use on here, but I'm going to try this one today. It kind of looks cool. But I wonder with like the way it's like crackly like that, how a crayon looks. Let me make sure I'm on the right layer. If it'll let me autofill or if it will kind of not fill it because of the line. I'm not too sure. We'll have to give it a try and see what happens. So again, we'll do the Leprechaun beard, no mustache. I don't know if leprechauns are supposed to be like old or just little. Like I'm not too sure. I never really looked too much into the leprechaun lore. We're gonna give him a nice gold tooth. I think we did a gold tooth last week as well, so we'll give this guy a gold tooth. Maybe that'll be the bit. All right, so he'll get a gold tooth. I'll do another ear here, and then let's give him some eyebrows. And then again, leprechaun style hat. At least I think that's what a leprechaun hat looks like. I've never really seen a leprechaun personally, so we'll have to assume. All right. All right, now we'll go down to the jacket. Like I said, I'm going to probably just give him the old Santa coat here. And let me make these gloves a little bit smaller. Now that I looked at that sketch in there, rather large. So we'll just redo them the smaller size. Then we'll go on to the pot o' gold. Now, one thing I was doing the other day while I'm drawing some of the stuff, so if there's something that I'm going to repeat the pattern, like these coins or whatever, I'll draw like one or two and then just copy and paste them. But it's just something else you could do if you wanted to make something a little bit quicker. I don't know what I should put on these coins, if I should make it like an actual design on the coin or just color it gold. Could also be a nice witch's cauldron. All right. Put those there. Get the base of this thing. A couple of loose coins on the ground. All right, now let's get rid of the pencil layer just because it's annoying. Now we're gonna find out if it'll autofill. But I just want to see. I don't think I'm gonna leave it like this because I'm thinking I'm actually just gonna go in and color it so it looks like crayon. But I'm just curious if it autofills. Yeah, it will fill it in. So if you wanted to do it that way, you could do it. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna not worry too much about like the outlines, and then I'm gonna hand color everything in here so it gives it more of that crayon look. And I believe if I use this correctly, if I draw over top of a color, it should cover it. So we'll find out here when I switch colors. So just curious. Yeah, looks like it went over top of it. Sometimes you'll get a color where it will blend in with the color underneath. So let me try a lighter color. But this looks like it just covers it completely. So that's fine. That's actually what I would rather, especially for this. So now we'll go and color all these gold coins. Can't forget about his gold tooth. I don't want to color them in like solid just because if you want that crayon effect, you don't really want it to be like I'll show you on this. Like if I colored this coin in completely so you didn't see any of those white and I just went back, then it looks no different than if I just filled it. So I kind of like that crayon look, especially for this piece because I outlined everything like that. So it's okay to leave some white in there. All right. I guess I'll fill in the rest of the inside of this just silver or like a dark gray. Even though there's more gold in here, but do it that way for today. And then we'll give him some green mittens here. Got to add a little bit of Irishness to him, so green and white. And I'm debating on the beard. I should probably do an orange beard, kind of stick with the leprechaun theme, even though he's a mix between Santa and a leprechaun. But so now we kind of have everything there. We got your Irish flag colors, we got your white, green, and orange. Christmas red and green. So I think we'll leave it like this. We'll do his hat Christmassy. I think I'm gonna let's do here. I'll show you. If you wanted to do like candy cane, you can go to your select automatic, and I'm gonna just select the hat. And now when I do the crayon, it's only gonna fill in this section here that doesn't have all. See how there's like all gray lines there? It won't do anything out there. That way I could just go like this, and it just makes it a little bit easier. I don't have to go in and clean up the lines. Then we'll do the brim. All right, that looks good. And then I think for the band, we'll just go with a black. But I'll color it to give that crayon look again. And we'll do a little, I don't know what color this is, orange, gold, whatever. Now saying gold just reminded me, got to give him his tooth. I think we'll do this tooth gold. Go back to his mouth. We'll do his tongue. And then we'll do skin tone for the leprechaun. Let's see. We're going to go, we'll go with a fair Irish hue, a lighter tone skin. Fair skinned here. Let's see how that looks. That works for me. Then we'll color in the face. Now, when you were coloring this, if you didn't want the color to go over other ones, you could just add different layers. Like right now, like his beard is open right there on the side. So example right here. So if I didn't want that to cover it, you could add different layers for each color. I like to just do everything on the same layer. Like one layer is all color. And we'll go with a little bit of a more of a gun metal for the what you call it, cauldron or whatever, pot of gold. We'll make that bigger. We'll color this whole thing in, and then we'll add some shadows. And go back to the I'm going to go back to the reference layer here and add a few little extra lines and squiggles just because I have to. Sorry. If you've been watching long enough by now, you know I have to do that. So we'll do a couple of beard hairs here. Probably got into a fight. Let's see, we'll give him a little sewn up ear. I don't know why a cauldron would have stitches, but it does. And we'll go to the hat here. Sorry, I just dropped my pencil here. I'm all over the place today. All right. Now we'll go back, add a new layer, and then we'll do some shadows. I don't know how the shadows are going to look with this crayon pencil, just because with it being crackly like this, I don't know how it's going to look. And I don't want it to look like it's just smudged over top. But I'm going to do something thin on the beard just to try it out. And I didn't see anything there. I wonder what I had that on. All right, let's try this again. Okay. I'm going to make that a little bit smaller. Like when you use some of these crayon type of pencils on here, sometimes they could look really muddy when you try to go and do shadows. But this one's not too bad, as long as I keep it this opaque. All right. I did get some suggestions sent to me for some artwork for in the future. Some of the stuff is really detailed, so I don't think I'm going to do some of the suggestions on live here, just because I try to make these kind of quick. But I am doing all the suggestions I was given. So I got a couple ideas that I kind of like, that I want to do. There's some holiday Transformers that came out, so I'm going to do something with those. Those might be little quick ones. So I might do one of them on there, but then I have some Christmas decorations ideas that were sent in, so I'm going to do that, but that might be on my daily piece, just because that's going to be a little more involved. All right. So that looks like we're good for the shadows here. I'll just add a little bit extra on them here. And then we'll highlight some of the coins. And then I'm going to see what I could do for the background. I might just do something in the green family, just because it is St. Patrick's Day tomorrow, after all. All right, I'm going to make these a little brighter. But with it being crackly like a crayon, I don't want to add too much of a space for a highlight, because then it just looks like an uncolored part. And I like the textures of it now. So I add a little bit on the pot here. All right. I don't like to draw pupils a lot on people, just because I think it looks a little cooler without a pupil. But I think we're going to leave them like that. Then we're going to go and do something with the background color. It's going to affect it a little bit. So what I think I'm going to do is add a new layer. Just put it behind everything. Then we'll pick a color. We'll look at like a minty green. We'll drop it in there, see what it looks like. See, it kind of messed up the hat there. So what I'm going to do, first I'll drop it in here. Drop it in that spot. And then what I have to do for that is I got to go back to the hat layer with the colors and then just go to white. And I'm thinking I could just drop this. Nope, that didn't work. So what I'm going to do is select it, and then I guess I'll just run through. Didn't like that. That didn't look good. Shrink that a little bit. We'll just have to do it this way. It kind of looks pink. I don't know if I left that a little bit on the pink side, but that's all right. We're good for now. We'll do the white parts on here. At least it gets rid of that minty green color. All right. Looks like our leprechaun guy is good there. Then we're going to sign the bottom. I don't know how it's going to look signing with this crayon-y thing, but we'll give it a shot here. And what's today's date? The 16th. All right, I think that might conclude today's drawing. So we got our Christmas St. Patrick's Day crossover piece, I guess we could call it. I'll zoom in a little bit here so we could look at it so you could see some of the details. So that's starting at the top, working our way down. So we got our Santa leprechaun guy hanging out in a pot of gold. Let me pinch it back up to the full size there. And that's going to do it for today's episode. Thanks for watching again. Sorry for the rush. Sorry I popped in a little bit late. But again, follow me over on my Instagram. All the links are at the end here. It's just at Ague Designs, AGUE on Instagram. Make sure you're following me there, and on Twitch, YouTube, wherever you want to. All the links are at the end. And if you want to check out my coffee page, ko-fi.com/Ague Designs, you can check that out. I do post some of the stuff over there, but it's basically what I do on here. But if you want to leave donations over there, you can do that as well. So thanks for watching. Have a good St. Patrick's Day tomorrow, and I'll see you next week.